Ranking Nintendo handhelds, part 1. Also, this includes major variants, but not like small variants. And also for the Game & Watch, obviously, it's not all 50 variants. Okay, Game & Watch, I'll do A tier because you get one game and they're pretty cheap, and you could sell them for quite a bit nowadays. The graphics were pretty good because it's like calculator stuff. Game Boy Advance, I'll do S tier because not only did it have color, it also could play like really good games. So good that they had a Game Boy Advance game slot on the DS. Game Boy, I'll do A tier because I'll do A tier because it couldn't do color, obviously, which is why they made the Game Boy Color, which I'll do S tier because it could like do any color. So that's it. Ranking Nintendo handhelds, part 2. Okay, first up, 3DS, I'll do A tier because they added a joystick, but there were complaints about the 3D thing, which is like the main marketed thing, making people dizzy. Okay, DS, I'll do S tier because it's like the main thing I grew up with, and it has amazing games as well. Game Boy Advance SP, I'll do A tier because that's kind of what inspired the DS a little bit, and the DS is like one of my most favorite handhelds of all time. Lastly, 2DS, I'll do B tier for me because I like the clamshell design, and the 2DS kind of removes that feature. So that's it. Ranking Nintendo handhelds, part 3. Also, this is the last Nintendo handheld video. Okay, Switch, I'll do S tier because it has like one of the best gaming libraries out there, and I also really like the portability on it. 2DS XL, I'll do A tier because it basically has the same stuff as new 3DS XL, except you can't put on faceplates. New Nintendo 3DS XL, I'll do S tier because you can put on faceplates. It's also just a really cool console. Lastly, Wii U, I'll do B tier because it didn't sell very well, and then now why would you just buy a Wii U when you can buy a Nintendo Switch? So that's it. Ranking PlayStation handhelds, part 1. I'm not really used to PlayStation handhelds, but anyways, let's begin. So I think that's the PlayStation Portable first. I'll do S tier because it has like a lot of great games, and it was really portable too, so the name fits it really well. Vita is also, actually no, I'll do A because it didn't sell very well, but it was still pretty good. PS Pocket, I'll do B tier because it can only run one game, I think it can only run Crash Bandicoot. Lastly, PlayStation Portal, I'll do B tier because you always have to be connected to the internet, and it has to be a really strong connection too, depending on how far away you are from your PlayStation 5. So that's it. Ranking Spider-Man movies, part 1. Okay, first up, Spider-Man 3. I'll do S tier because besides the comics, that was like the first introduction of symbiote, and also I believe it was Venom. Yeah, it was Venom the villain too. Spider-Man 2, I'll do A tier just because I used to have an old Spider-Man 2 game on my DS, and I love the DS. Spider-Man 1, S tier, obviously because it was like the first movie. And Amazing Spider-Man 1, B tier, I don't remember much about it. I think it was just the one where he fought the lizard. I'm not a huge fan of it. So that's it. Ranking Spider-Man movies, part 2. Okay, first up, Spider-Man Far From Home, I'll do, I guess, A tier because this was before all the series started occurring, and it was a pretty good movie too. Spider-Man No Way Home, I'll do S tier because I love seeing all the Spider-Men work together. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess I'll do B tier because I didn't watch it much. I don't remember much of the movie, and I think that's also the one where Mary Jane dies. Spider-Man Homecoming, I'll also do S tier because I thought the new Spider-Man was pretty cool, and there wasn't a Spider-Man movie for 3 years until that movie. So that's it. Sunday special. Ranking iconic cats, part 1. Okay, first up, Elgato Cat. Easy S tier. He was a pretty cool PNG, and he was a real-life cat, but unfortunately he passed away, I think. Cats the movie, C tier, because I heard it was really bad. I haven't watched it personally, and I still don't want to. Box cats, I'll do S tier, because usually they're pretty chill, but sometimes they can claw you a little bit. The cat from Miles Morales, I'll do S tier, because he can do takedowns with you, and he's really cute. So that's it. Make sure to subscribe, and bye-bye.